Very good morning, everyone. How are you all? Fine or very fine? Fine or very fine? Only fine, not fine. Okay. Now, so I, you know my name? You know my name? So my name is Chiranjeev Jain, a chartered accountant by profession, and what? A final FR faculty by my choice. I started my this journey. I need to introduce myself to you. Correct now. I will take your introduction after some time. So my this journey started not after becoming CA. After becoming CA, I was totally confused what to do. My life was just like you. Yeah, I started my CA without any objective, without any goal. Just like you, huh? Just like I know you don't have any objective right now. So I started CA without any objective, just maja aa raha hai karo. Then eventually I pass, I become CA. Correct na? Eventually I became CA. Then I started thinking what to do. Everyone started saying that do some job, you become chartered accountant, you will get a good remuneration. So I then started my first job. I have taken my first job in Deloitte. Then I realized I'm not made for that. I realized within 9 months I realized what I am doing I was also not knowing. Then I left that. Then once again I started thinking what to do. No options there. And I can't join my family business because now I am a chartered accountant. If I will join, my father, my brother will say, why you have done CA? Correct now. So I was from a business background. Then I started, let's start practice. मजा आ रहा है. Let's start practice. But within 6 months, I have understood that income is not coming, flow is not coming, pressure is coming from family. Then what happened? To survive in the market, market. The CA is a big market. I'm not saying about vegetable market. Huh? I'm not saying about stock market. Whenever I say market, in your mind, stock market will come, vegetable market will come, but CA is also a market. And in that market, we sell ourselves. We sell. That I realized after 6 to 7 years that we are selling ourselves in this market. You need to do that once you become chartered accountant. Every day, we are selling our services. So in that CA market, I need to survive. I left my job, no income, nothing was coming from practice. Practice will take some time, na? It will take some time. And I was not having godfather, no base, because no CA in my family, entire family. So no one was there to guide me. Whatever I have learned from my experience. Then to survive in the market, I started what? Teaching. Then it's going. I came here. It is a long journey, 13 years of teaching. 13 years of teaching. I love now this profession. Now I can't do anything apart from teaching. Apart from teaching, I can't do anything. I can, but I will not do. I love this profession now. Coming to CA final, there is one negative set of mind in the entire market. One second, when I say market means CA market, okay? In this market, that CA final is tough. From my point of view, this is not correct. And this I am not saying because I am chartered accountant right now. I'm not saying because that right now I am chartered accountant and I am teaching CA final. Not because of that reason. There is a negative environment created in the entire market that CA final is tough. but I don't understand any logic behind this. Ignore right now percentage of passing. That should be ignored. The question is that whether CA final is tough or it is not tough. How many of you have passed CA inter examination? Can you raise your hand? Everyone passed. IPCC, CA inter, IPCC, P1, whatever, P2, whatever you say. All have passed. And how many of you think that passing CA inter was easy? Passing CA inter was easy. There are some exceptional students. These are exceptional. 3-4 students are there. Yeah, yes, they will be exceptional. Always exceptional. They don't care about them. Don't care about them. I'm not saying you are good. Those who are raising, okay. But you can see more than 95% are not raising hand. And they also pass CA inter. They also pass CA inter. Means from this class right now, whatever you are saying, I will assume you are saying correct. Okay. And if you ask me when I have done CA inter, or that time, what was that? The name I also forgot. They keep on changing the name only. I think that when I have done it was P2. When I have done, believe me, CA inter was not easy for me. For me, it was not easy. I am like you, just like you. If you see my background, I was a good student. I am not saying I was not a good student. I was a good student. But for me, CA inter was not easy. I also passed. You also passed. And can I say, if you pass one of the examination which you consider, which I consider, which everyone consider that it is tough. There are some exceptions. We are not thinking about them. There are some Paramatma. Paramatma is okay, but we are Atma. We can't compare Atma with Paramatma, na? Are you able to understand? You know Paramatma? That word? Atma, you know? We can't compare Atma with Paramatma. This is non-comparable. Non-comparable. And you passed that examination which everyone, including me, consider as the toughest examination. Am I right or not? Can I say it is one of the achievement? One big achievement? Am I right or not? Can I ask one question right now, because you have said that you have done one, you have achieved something in your life. And I will say that something is not something. It is many things. Passing CA inter examination is not something. It is actually a great thing which you have done, which I have done that time. You ask anyone in the market, and if you say I am in CA final, Achha, you are CA final, how come? Next question, how come they will ask? Am I right or not? They know what is the value of passing CA inter examination. So why we don't know? Why we don't know this value? Now my next question to you all, today I will do some discussion with you till I start my actual class. Because once I start, I will start teaching. Then no personal talking. So my next question, how many of you consider yourself as a average student? That you are an average student? I say, so raise your hand like this. And how many of you think that you are extraordinary student? Sorry? Average, extraordinary बीच में क्या है then? Above average. अच्छा, above average I will say. Above average also. How many think you are above? Because once average word is added, you are average only. Above average nothing. You know probability. Either more than 50% or less than 50%. There is nothing 50%. There is nothing 50%. Either you are more than 50% or less than 50%, or there will be certainty 100%. So how many think you are above average now? Now raise your hand. Now you don't know. I am asking you average. Some of you are sitting silent. I'm asking you extraordinary, you are sitting silent. I'm asking you above average, then also you are not raising it. So who are you? You are below average? Let me ask that. How many of you feel that you are below average? Means just try to understand. You pass the inter examination, you can't value yourself. You don't know your value. You don't know your importance. No, no, this is not, I'm not joking right now. This is a very important question I have asked. Very important question. You should know your value before becoming chartered accountant. Because once you become chartered accountant, you'll earn because of that value only. And if you don't know your value, no one will pay you. No one will pay you a single money. Nothing is free in India. Nothing is free in India. I don't know about Pakistan. Huh? India, nothing is free. Once again, I'm asking, if you think you are average, raise your hand. If you don't think, don't raise your hand. How many of you think you are average student? How many of you think that you are either average or extraordinary? Yeah, nothing comes in between that. How many of you think you are extraordinary? And believe me, you are not below average. Huh? I will not give that options only. Either average or extraordinary. You need to decide right now. Right now, decide. Otherwise, I will feel that in front of me, CA final student is not there. Correct? How many of you feel that you are average student? Raise your hand. Chalo, I was also an average student. Now, okay, I was that time. How many of you feel that you are extraordinary? Okay, means once again, more than 90% think they are average student. Am I right or not? Exceptions are there. Okay, one thing I will say, in CA, at CA Foundation, when you were there, you were average student. But after passing CA inter examination, you are not average. Huh? Average student can't pass CA inter examination. Whether average student can pass a toughest course in India, second toughest course, third toughest course, whether average student can pass. What do you think? What do you think? If you are considering yourself as an average student, how can you pass one of the toughest course? One of the toughest course in India. It is no, 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 no. You are not average. When I passed CA inter examination, I was also not average. And we were not extraordinary also. You are not extraordinary. Why you are not extraordinary? You know what are extraordinary item? AS5. You know item? You know item? Preface is extraordinary. You know extraordinary item? Arey bol yes or no. You cleared CA inter examination. Huh? AS5. Extraordinary item. Who will explain what is extraordinary item? Huh? What is extraordinary item? Anyone? Extraordinary item which are not ordinary item. Arey bol yes or no. What is ordinary item? Which are not extra. Very good. This is smart work. Means I like CA student. And believe me, after becoming CA will be like this. You ask this question to any chartered accountant who is practicing from last 15 years, they will say this answer only. Don't worry. Nothing to worry. But we are not average. Huh? And we are not extraordinary. Why I am saying you are not extraordinary? Because now in India's, you know India's, Indian accounting standard, India's, how many of you have done any audit of a client for for whom financial statements are prepared as per India's? Anyone who have done some practical work on India's? Once again, exception. Nothing to worry. Nothing to worry. I hope you understand. Nothing to worry, huh? Nothing to worry. 90% have not done any practical work on India's. This is the fact. Even the chartered accountant, out of all the chartered accountant who are doing practicing or who are in job, etc., only 5 to 10% knows about India's. So nothing to worry. So what I am saying in India's, what you have done in CA Inter, it was AS, not Indian AS. Oh, means both accounting standard and Indian accounting standard both are used for Indian financial statement only. Means both are used as per Indian context. But then also whatever you have done in CA Inter, it was simply accounting standard. When we say accounting standard, it is the standard what you have done in CA Inter. When I will say Indian accounting standard, India's, it is a part of syllabus of CA final. I'll come to this part. So as per India's, means as per AS5, as per AS5, there was some extraordinary item. What is that? I am not asking. But as per India's, there is no extraordinary item. There is no extraordinary item. Delete it from your life. Delete it. We are not extraordinary, yeah. We are exceptional. We are exceptional. Huh? You are not average. Now delete extraordinary from your life. Now don't say there is some extraordinary item. You are not average. You are what? Exceptional item. Are you able to understand what I am saying? So how many of you think that you are exceptional item? If anyone will not raise hand, then it means till now they are in C enter. Okay. Okay. So how many of you consider yourself as an exceptional item? Good. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Now the question arises, just try to understand what is the fact. Fact is that if you are exceptional student, you pass CA inter examination, one of the toughest examination which I feel, which you also, most of you feel. Then why exceptional students are not able to pass or not able to clear CA final examination in first attempt or second attempt or third attempt? Are you getting what I am saying? Means if any, from my point of view, attempt does not matter. Attempt does not matter, okay? From my point of view, attempt does not matter. First, second, third chalta hai, but not more than that. I will say first, second, okay. Third, chalo, in unusual circumstances, but not more than that. My question is that why after writing third attempt also, there are many students who are not passing CA final examination. Can you see this one question mark? The student has passed CA inter, one of the toughest course, and they are not able to pass CA final examination. And from my point of view, CA inter examination is tougher than CA final examination. From my point of view, this you realize once you pass CA examination, not before that. So I will not ask you about CA final because till now you have not written the examination. But as you think from my point of view, CA inter was toughest. Because when I was in CA inter, that time I was not knowing anything about audit, costing, FM, tax, everything was new. And only in 8 months, after 8 months, 1 month, and then exam, both group. It was nightmare. You are getting 1 day off now. Our to 6 days continuous exam. That time 6 examination was there. And CA final, all the subjects are known to you. Huh? Most of the subjects are known to you. And most of the subjects are just extension of CA inter. Extension of CA inter. AS you have done. Now we need to study in AS. DT you have done. Most of the things you have done in direct tax. Nah. Everything was in CA inter. It is an extension only. GST was also there. Extension. Costing was also there. Extension. FM was also there. Extension. Only FM now become SFM. Only this is the difference. Nah. Only an extension. You are aware about the subject. But the point is that why students are not able to pass, exceptional students are not able to pass CA final examination in 1, 2 or I will say maximum 3 attempts. After 3 attempts, गड़बड़ हो जाता. What I am saying, attempt does not matter. If you are passing in second attempt, na, your value remains same. If you are passing in 5 attempts, then also value remains same. Attempt does not matter. But you should pass in first attempt. Your goal should be passing the examination in first attempt. What is the reason? Reason, you know, what is the reason? In CA Inter, the approach of study was different. And in CA Final, approach should be totally changed. And if you follow the same approach, what you have followed in CA Inter, and most of the students do that only. They follow the same approach, what they have done in CA Inter, and follow the same thing in CA Final. And because of that reason, they don't realize why they are not scoring in CA Final exam. Why they are not getting marks in CA Final exam. Means approach need to be changed. And 90% students do not change their approach what is required in CA Final. In CA Inter, only working knowledge was required. Working knowledge, you know, means a question is there, how to do that question. Means even though you don't know the concept, even though you don't know the background, if you know how to do, you will pass. But in CA Final, even though you know the question, even though you know the solution also, in exam, you will not able to write if you don't know the concept behind that. If you don't know the background behind that. It means approach of learning should be changed. And if you realize this as soon as possible, it will be better for you. And if you do not realize it, attempt will come. Attempt will come. Means you need to realize how to study. How to study CA final syllabus. That is required. As per syllabus is concerned, the syllabus is easier than CA Inter. From my point of view. Means in CA final, with what and how. What and how was also required in CA Inter. But with what and how, why is also required in CA final. Right now, I don't want to demotivate you. If I am asking any question and if you are not able to answer, so consider that you are in learning phase. Correct now? And if you are able to answer, very good. So I'll be asking some questions to inform you that what you have done and what is required to be done in the first day, because then only you will change your process of learning. I want to ask a very simple question. Can I ask? Let's see how many of you answer. There are two types of students. One is rectification student and one is the student who is not able to do any type of rectification, who believe in conceptual understanding. They will understand. If they understand, okay. If they do not understand, they will leave. But there are some students who can understood. Means even though they don't understand, they will be able to write in exam. And we can't compete with them. We can't compete. Rectification student also pass in exam. Conceptual student who do conceptual understanding, they will also pass in exam. But rectification student will die after becoming CA. Conceptual student will progress after becoming CA. This is the difference. You know what is the average salary of a chartered accountant in the service job? You know what is the average salary of a chartered accountant? I think you know this fact. This though you know. What is the average salary? This though you know. How much? 8 to 9 lakh. From which report you got? Who informed you about this? Market na? Market na? Market. Means in the market right now, average salary is 10 lakh. 8 to 9 or 10 lakh. Means if you are getting a job of 10 lakh, okay. If you are getting a job of more than 10 lakh, super okay. But just try to understand whatever I am saying. Just try to realize this fact. If you are getting a job of less than 7 lakh or 8 lakh, suppose you are getting a job of 6 lakh, what does it mean? Means waste of becoming C. Huh? Why you have taken so pain? 4 to 5 year pain and you are not able to get a job of 6 lakh. Any student who passed any examination, BCom examination, etc., they will be also able to get a job of 6 lakh. Means if you are not able to get a job of average salary, it means, can I say, you are lacking something? You are lacking conceptual understanding. These are rectification students. No one will give a single money to you till you give something back. If you can earn 1 crore for a company, then they will give you 10% to you. If you have a capability to earn 1 crore, then they will give you 10% of that. 1 crore, 10% means how much? 10 lakh. Means if you are getting a job of 10 lakh, it means you have a capability of earning how much? 1 crore. This I realized after what? 9 months of my job. I realized I was working for 13 hours a day for that company. Who is that? I also don't know. Why I will work for him? That time my package was I think 6 to 7 lakh. 8 lakh I forgot. Means I have a capability of earning 80 lakh for me na. Are bolna re? Are you getting? So what I want to say that you should change your approach from today. I would like to ask one question. How many of you know the meaning of a asset? ASSET. Asset, you know, asset liability balance sheet. How many of you know the meaning of asset? Everyone knows, huh? No. Raise your hand. I just want to know that who is answering. How many of you know the meaning of asset? Live student can also answer. I will now, and you can answer all your doubts, all your answers. Means you can give answer in WhatsApp group. Okay. Anyone? Don't use Google Baba. Don't use Google Baba. Correct? Anyone who knows the meaning of asset? अरे हाँ बोल ना. Which gives some economic benefit. Correct? 100% wrong answer. Don't be demotivated. Huh? I'm happy because you have given answer. Okay. I'm really happy. I am not happy if you are not giving answer. If you are giving answer, even the wrong chalega. Okay, no one is perfect in this world. But we are here to rectify our mistakes. We are born to do mistakes. And because of that, we are human beings. We are not animals. Huh? Correct? However, human beings are the worst animals. Are you able to understand? We are born to do mistakes. Nothing to worry. But this is not correct answer. Why? Because you are saying anything which is giving future economic benefit. So I will say this building I have taken on rent. This is a building which I have taken on rent, and I will not say much. Building I have taken on rent, and it is generating some economic benefit for me. But this is not my asset. Means something is missing in that definition. One by one, one by one. Nothing to. Raise your hand and say. If you say like this, I will not be able to answer. I will be never not able to understand. Both. Raise your hand now. Ownership and control. So can you say me the exact definition? Any articles or which is owned by the business entity, which helps in generating economic benefit. So you are saying only ownership, or with ownership there must be control also. So say full na. You have said only ownership. Now it become a correct definition. It means just try to understand when we are into CA final and somebody asking you what is an asset, and if you are not able to answer that, what impression you are creating? No, you will be able to answer, but in the first instance I have not got the answer, and you are not immediately giving the answer. Are you able to understand? It means lack of conceptual understanding. Only there is a rectification. Don't worry, I was also part of that education only, and I will say CA become tough because of Indian education system in your intermediate junior college. When you are in class 11, 12, entire accounting you have done with rectification. Teacher used to come, they used to draw one table, asset, liability. No one has given definition of asset. They will give you some examples for asset, they will give you some examples for liability, game over. Anyone here from science background? Background science, now they become commerce. Correct. You know what I have found? Any student who converted from science to CA, and you are from commerce to CA, who have a better chance of passing CA examination? Should commerce, this we should not give any damn importance to science student, okay? Correct now? No. Okay. Now you are commerce, okay? He is my student only. Sorry, huh? Don't feel bad. But we should not, I was also from commerce background, because of that reason I'm saying. But can I say we should not give any damn why they should come in CA? They have no right to come in CA. But then also what I have realized in these 13 years of teaching, any student is coming from science background, even though 2 years they have not done anything about account, then also they become CA in percentage. What is the reason behind that? When you are an intermediate science student, the teacher used to come, they used to first give theoretical knowledge, and then they describe practical application of that. Am I right or not? First they will teach theoretical part, and then they will go to some lab, etc., and they will give practical knowledge. Means they have a technique of learning conceptually. They will ask why every time. But we commerce student, first balance sheet format, and no one has given the meaning. No one has given the meaning. Am I right or not? I will ask you, what is intangible asset? What is intangible asset? Anyone? Anyone? You know intangible asset, yes or no? It will come in the asset side of balance sheet. Are bolna re. But you have done CA Inter also, huh? CA Inter AS26 you have done. AS26 has given the meaning of intangible asset. Let me ask you, what is intangible asset? Anyone who can give me the meaning of intangible asset? Say na, if you are saying wrong, chalta hai. Anyone? Bakwas definition. Maha bakwas. This is CA foundation, na? CA foundation teacher used to say, which we can't touch, which we can't feel, which we can't see, that is intangible. Are bakwas, maha bakwas definition, na? Maha super bakwas definition. Just try to understand. You from CA foundation, you came to CA Inter. In CA Inter, you have done AS26. AS26 means the exact meaning has been given, but we don't care about that, because in CA Inter nobody asks why. They will give some questions. Maja ara plus plus plus. Approach need to be changed. Now, what is intangible asset? You should know what is intangible asset. Now, if you don't realize this, then CA final, which is very simple, will be difficult to clear that exam. I hope you are understanding what I want to say. Change the approach from today only. Coming to our batch. Let me come to our batch. So we are starting CA final financial reporting a regular batch, correct? Now this will be a face-to-face batch and a live streaming batch. Face-to-face live streaming, correct? Face-to-face student will can interact me directly. Live student can also interact me directly, correct? I will be available with you till this batch. Till this batch? No, till you become CA. I'll be available with you till you become CA. Then after that, you will not contact me. That I know. That I know. So till you become CA, I'll be with you. After that, you should be in contact with me. Then I will love you. Correct? Then coming to the applicability of batch, this batch is applicable from November 2022 and onward exam. November 2022 and onward exam means whatever exam is coming after that, means it might happen out of you. There are many students who are writing the exam in May 23 or November 23 or after that also. Nothing to worry about that. Correct? Syllabus, this syllabus is as per the new syllabus. Correct? As per the new syllabus, but which new syllabus? Not proposed new syllabus. Huh? I hope you know about the proposed new syllabus. You are CS student, you know about that. Correct? You are in market. You always think about proposal. Correct now? Who have proposed, that is more important. Who has got approval, that is not important. Correct? That is a proposed syllabus. We are not taking care about that. But I think for you, this existing syllabus will be only applicable. As per new syllabus, as per the revised study material of ICI, which was applicable for May 21 and November 2022 exam, means for the next attempt, it might happen institute may give a revised study material. You are not supposed to worry about that. Any amendment question, any amendment in that study material, I will provide you. And if it requires clarification, I will give a video on that. If it requires clarification. Amendment already I have said, any amendment after this batch, after completion of this batch will be provided. You should not worry about the cost. It will be free of cost. It will be either available in YouTube or it will be given as in my app, Android app. Mostly it will be in YouTube only. Now this regular batch, actually this is a regular batch. My regular batch is actually of the last batch which I have conducted. It was of 300 hours. 300 hours means 90 days. 90 days, it was actually not 300 hours, it was more than 300 hours. Correct? This batch I have specially designed for 70 days. Now you might be thinking, sir, 20 days, what you will do? Delete the syllabus? No. I can't delete the syllabus. I can't delete the syllabus. Okay. So it will be a 70 days, but you can see I have mentioned 210 plus hours. Means it can be 220, it can be 230, it can be 240. I will not compromise with the syllabus. But what is our objective? What I have realized that after 300 hours of learning, which I have realized from the last 2-3 batch, see, the student who have an examination after 1 year or 1.5 years, now they will start their coaching and they need to complete 8 subjects in this 1.5 years. And if you are giving 300 in class, you can give 300 hours, you can come 90 days, you can come. But what I think, coming to the class is required, but practice, self practice is more required. If you are not getting time for self practice, then FR become for us a complicated. And therefore what I have done, what I will do, I will teach everything whatever I have done in 300 hours regular batch. No deletion, no removal. Exactly all the concept will be covered. But there are some questions which require only clarification. Are you getting me? Suppose I have taken one question, then second question I am taking that require only 1 or 2 point discussion. Apart from that, it remain entirely same. So we can save time in that. We can discuss that question and then we'll provide you the solution. what I have realized, even though I am doing anything in the class, you will understand once you do by your own. When I am doing, you are only copy pasting, and copy pasting will not help you. The reason behind I am saying, in the last all the attempts, apart from one attempt, means apart from one attempt, all the questions in all the examination were questions were from ICA study material. Means 95% questions were from ICA study material. And can I say every CA finalist student will do questions from ICA study material? And teacher will also teach from that only. Teacher will take all the question in class. Are you getting? Then also students are not able to get good marks. The reason is what? They are not practicing. They know, but they are not practicing it. And because of that reason, if I save your some hours and that can be used by yours in practicing, that will be useful. That is the objective. Objective, you understood? Means I will complete entire syllabus, no deletion. All the question also I will take, but some question I will do in fast mode without writing, only discussion. And if I feel in the class that you are not able to answer, you are not able to understand, then I will do in the class entire thing. Correct? Got it? Correct. Then medium will be entirely English. It will be English language. Backup. Backup, most of you are asking, sir, what happen if you will not able to come in the class? Will provide you 50% backup. 50% backup means 50% hours. Backup will be provided. That will be provided via Google Drive link. You can download a class and you can listen the class whatever you have missed in the face-to-face class or live session, whatever. So backup will be provided. That how to use that backup classes, our technical team will guide you. Okay? I think you have understood what will be our requirement. Books will provide you 2 volumes of India's Saransh book. 2 volumes of India's Saransh book. India's Saransh book will have only content of India, and it will be around more than 500 pages. So it has been compiled in such a way that you can revise the entire syllabus before exam. It has been compiled in such a way. Very simple language has been used so that you can revise before exam. Difficulty arises in revising entire syllabus before exam. And if you can revise, you will have confidence before exam. So it has been compiled in such a way. It is a beautiful multicolor book which will be, of course, which will give some attraction to you. Correct? Coverage, and also I will also provide you 4 volumes of question. 4 volumes. 4 volumes is more than 1000 pages. 4 volumes of question bank. Means all the questions of ICA study material, RTP, MTP, past examination question will be included. Means till now whatever questions are there has been included. You are nothing to worry about that. Means don't waste your time in comparing with ICA study material. You will wasting your time. Correct? In this question bank, solution has been also provided. And solution is as per ICI suggested solution. So why you have given ICI suggested solution? Why I have given? Just try, when I will be in class, I will follow my approach. Correct? But I have found many students want to follow ICI solution. You can compare the solution with what? ICI solution. The pattern may change, solution will remain same. The end solution will remain same. The working part may change. Correct? So I am just informing you how ICI solve, because of that reason will provide you ICI suggested solution. In class, whatever will follow, that will be my approach. Correct? So 2 volumes of India's Saransh book, 4 volumes of question bank. This question bank will also include some question from other sources also. What is that sources? Don't ask me. The sources can be international book, etc., etc., etc. So why you have taken question from other sources? The reason is that in the last attempt, in the past attempt, 2 times question has came from these sources, which I have taken from international book. And that questions were in my question bank. Understood? I know students don't give importance to this type of question, but it is my choice. I have included. If you want to do, do. If you don't want to do, leave it. Because this is your career, you need to decide. I'll give you what is required for your CA final syllabus. So other sources has been given separately so that if you want to leave, you can leave. Because time is also a requirement. You need to complete the syllabus, you need to complete revision in the given time. Correct? This also you have understood. Coming to doubts face to face. I think you can ask me doubt in after the class, before the class, in the class, in WhatsApp group, wherever you want to ask. Live student need to ask me doubt in WhatsApp group only. Correct? Any student who is purchasing any recorded classes, for them I will provide a dedicated Telegram group. Dedicated Telegram group. Test. Coming to test. As per my past experience for CA final students, in the first class everyone asks about test. But when we conduct test, no one will come. No means only one or two students will come. Therefore, now what I do, initially I used to conduct, but I have understood bakwas hai ye. Because CA final student we can't force. We can't force because they have some responsibility also. Correct. So what we'll do, we'll provide you the test paper. Correct. Whenever you feel, you can write down the test by downloading or taking a printout of that. We'll provide you some chapter wise test and we'll provide you some mock test which will be completing entire syllabus. And if some of you ask me about test in class, then we'll conduct also. Correct? Okay. So it is based on your choice. If you want to be conducted in class, we'll conduct also. Nothing to worry about that. Correct? Next, coming to target. Target. What is target? Target. Whenever we start any program, we should fix our target. Without target, we don't know how to achieve that target. First, we should fix the target. Target means, of course, because we are studying CA final financial reporting, we should think only about financial reporting. We are not thinking about other subjects. So, what is your target? How much marks you require? A target should be there, na? This much marks I want to achieve in CA final alpha. What target I should fix for you? Bolo? 90. More than 90 or 90? As my wish. I will. How much? How many of you want more than 90? Huh? How many want more than 60? How many want more than 50? More than 50 means less than 60, yeah? That is understood. Correct. Chalo. Whenever you fix the target, just try to understand. Don't underestimate yourself. First thing, whatever I am saying as per my life experience. Don't underestimate yourself. You all have potential. You all have potential. So don't underestimate yourself by fixing to 50 or 60 marks. Okay. You should always think about high target. Actual achievement is different. But what you require, that should be always high. And when you think about that high goal, then only you can achieve that. If you will not think, you will never achieve that. So my point is that when I've asked you what is the target, everyone should say it should be 90 plus. Achieving, not achieving is not actually important right now. What is your desire, that is important. If you have a desire, then only you can achieve. Correct? So I will fix on your behalf 90 plus. My marks in CA final about financial reporting was 93. If you want, I can say 93 plus because you need to break my record. And I love that you will break my record. Correct? So let us fix this 93 plus. There is nothing to clap, huh? You ask me some other subject marks, you will say, oh, you want to know about my marks, other subject? Everyone is same, huh? Everyone is same. My costing marks around 45, law marks around more less than 50 only, audit 50, 51, like this only. Yeah, we are average, huh? Don't worry. By God grace, I got 93 in FR. What I am saying, you should aim for high. My aim for costing was also 90 plus. I got less than 50. Chalega. But I have desire to get 90 plus in costing also, in FR also, in DT also. Correct now? You should have a desire. Understood? How many of you struggle in information technology and one more IT SM na? That time SM was not there, only IT was there. How many of you struggled? Means balance have not struggled in IT SM. You liked IT. Wow. I was to fully struggled. Means when I was in CA Inter, I used to think that out of all the subjects, if I pass in IT, I will pass in CA Inter. I think like that. I think most of you like that only. Correct now? You know how much I got in IT? Believe me, I don't know A, B, C, D of IT. That time also, now also. That time also, virtual memory, flash memory. What is memory? Are Baba. Sub out of. Believe me, it was nightmare for me. IT means dangerous. How much I got, 72. I also don't know how. But I have a desire to get high marks and I achieve. I have a desire, but believe me, I used to struggle a lot in IT subject. Only when you have desire, you can achieve. Otherwise, you will not be able to achieve. Correct? Now, coming target I have fixed. Now, there are some do's and there are something which you should avoid. Avoid, you will never avoid, I know. First, I am coming to avoid what you should not do during this CA study. First, avoid negative people, friends. This in this CA market, 90% people says negative about CA. Says negative about CA. Everyone will say CA is tough, CA is tough, and you'll ask them, have you done CA? No, I left it. Or those people will be that type of people who have never tried to become CA. Avoid negative people. This negative people can be your best friend. This negative people can be your near relative also. Avoid them. CA is not tough. Avoid negative people. Avoid social media, unnecessary social media. There are some necessary social media for students. YouTube channel where you can get some revision video, that is okay. But unnecessary, unwanted videos you should avoid. You know why I become CA? Because that time there was no social media. In this age, so I could have not become. So distractions, so much distractions are there. Avoid it. Believe me, avoid it. Correct? Avoid making excuses. Don't give excuse that you don't have time. Any chartered accountant in this world means in India or out of India, have gone through this phase only. They have also done articleship and they have also passed the examination. So whatever you are facing, they have also faced. Don't give excuse that you don't have time. You have time, you should know how to use that time. You should know how to effectively use that time. So if you can avoid these things, from my point of view, everything is simple. Do's regular. Regular means what? Regular means what? It is not compulsory to come every day in class. Not possible also. Are you getting? I will from regular, I don't want to say that come regular in class. But if you are not coming regular in class, make sure that you are completing whatever has done in class. That is your job to complete. Don't postpone. If you postpone, your attempt will be also postponed. You have planned that you will complete FR syllabus in these coming days. You should complete it if you are not able to come in class also. That much determination you should have. Revision, consistent revision is required. What is the meaning of consistent revision? I will give you some idea, but not now. correct? Because right now whatever I will say you will forget. Right attitude. In this CA curriculum means till you become CA, if you have a right attitude, it will help you a lot. What is the meaning of right attitude? Right attitude means commit mistakes and don't blame yourself for that mistakes. But try to rectify that mistake as soon as possible. Means when you are committing some mistake, you should become happy. Because now you know that this mistake you have committed. And now it should be rectified before what? Your CA final exam. So when you are committing some mistake, you should be happy. But you should know the reason why you have committed that mistake. Every time when you are not able to solve any question, you think that you don't know the concept. Believe me, no one is perfect. Even the student who has scored rank 1, he was also not perfect. So when you are committing mistake, enjoy it. Try to rectify it as soon as possible. Second, ask doubts. Whenever you have some query about the subject, about the syllabus, about the content, ask it. Even though the doubt may be very simple. What I have found that students do not score good marks because of simple mistake in exam. Simple mistake, not because of what? A tough question. They will do some simple mistake in exam, and because of that reason you lose some marks. So whatever doubt you have, that you should ask. Correct? Don't worry, in my class, as per my experience, all doubts will be cleared even though you are not asking. But when you are asking doubt, it means you are concentrating in class. You are attentive in class. Correct? Now, it might happen when I am giving this, many of you are not listening also. I know. There are many of you might be thinking, "Sir, what is this? Start class, we have given fees for that." You might be thinking, but just try to, this is my job, I will do it. I know I am best, whatever I am doing, that is best. And I am doing for you. So even though you are not liking, I will do it. Are you able to understand? So whatever you like, that you also do. Don't think what they will say, he will say. Whatever you want to do, do that. Correct. Last thing, which normally only 10% of students in class do. And the passing percentage on an average as per the previous attempt is 10%. Understood? And it is my past experience, those who have this characteristics, they will pakka become CA. Pakka, definitely become CA. Is that answer all the question, yeah, all the points which have been asked by faculty in class. Even though you don't know, oh my god, answer even if you don't know, then only you will become a CA final student. You know what is a chartered accountant will never say no to any work. Any work will come, yes, I will do. Even though they don't know about it, even though they do not have expert knowledge about that. Are you getting what I am saying? So you should answer each and every question whatever I am asking, even though you don't know. And if you are doing that, believe me, definitely you will become CA. Definitely you will become CA. This is my right words. And this will happen. Correct? So this actually what I have seen, only 10% perform in class, 90% does not perform. They will also pass in exam, but I am saying they will pass. Those who are performing, they will pakka pass. Definitely pass. Correct? That you need to come. Now coming to the syllabus. The syllabus, if you see, this is the content. In simple word, I can say CA final financial reporting is totally India's. India's. Nothing more than that. 100% Indian accounting standard. Means when we see Inter, so there was some accounting standard, there was some chapter. Are you getting what I am saying? For example, pre-incorporation profit, Mahabakwas chapter. Have you understood logic behind that? Anytime? Huh? Mahabakwas chapter. Huh? So there was some chapter and there was some accounting standard. Accounting standard used to carry 25 marks in each group. Means advanced accounting 25 marks, accounting 25 marks, and balance were the questions from chapter. Here, everything is India's. All the syllabus, entire content is what? India's. Only one or two small chapters that is related to some other discussions. So if I will say this, you will not understand right now, even though I will say nothing, you will understand about content. So this, whenever you have time, I will just give this PDF. If you have time, just read it or leave it. Correct. You can see the entire syllabus has been divided into 7 parts. And in 7 parts, part 1, they have given weighted marks. Means part 1, 10% to 15% marks question may come, which institute never follow. ICA will never follow this weightage, whatever given, they will give question as per their choice. But prima facie, it will be similar to this. Prima facie means it might happen from first part, no question has been asked in one attempt. It is quite possible. Quite possible. Leave this point. As per our concern is that we have FR means what? FR means what? India's. FR, so everyone knows the financial reporting, na? FR means what? India's. Correct? Understood? Now, what is this India's? This India's is the converged form of what? Converged form of what? Very good. IAS and IFRS. What is IAS? Not Indian, International Accounting Standard. Whenever I is used in accounting, that is for international. And therefore, we don't call it IAS, we call it INDAS. IAS means what? International Accounting Standard. IFRS means what? International Financial Reporting Standard. Correct? Now, whenever I am writing in good handwriting, that you should also write down. This is my good handwriting. Correct? This is my good handwriting. I can't write better than this. Everyone need to carry notebook, pen, and a calculator is must. Calculator is must. Okay? Without calculator, don't come because I don't calculate in class. Whatever you will say, I will write down. So what I said, FR means what? INDAS. INDAS means Indian Accounting Standard. INDAS is what? Converse form of IAS and IFRS. What is IAS? International Accounting Standard. What is IFRS? International Financial Reporting Standard. Now one doubt will come, sir, why IAS? Why IFRS? Whether they are same or different. What actually happened? In the year 2001, internationally a new committee was formed. Previously it was International Accounting Standard Committee, and during 2001 the committee was changed to International Financial Reporting Committee. Correct now. Why? Because accounting is actually not a correct term. Financial reporting is the correct term because we are reporting. We are not doing accounting. Whatever is accounted, we are reporting that. Am I right or not? With India's, how to report, that is given. Correct? How to report in financial statement, that is given. Therefore, the correct term was financial reporting. So they have changed the term from accounting to financial reporting. Therefore, IAS, International Accounting Standard Committee, become what? IFRS committee. Correct? It means before 2001, International Accounting Standard Committee used to draft International Accounting Standard, and therefore they have given name international. They have given name to such accounting standard International Accounting Standard. I hope you understand. Means any international accounting standard which was issued before 2001 was known as IAS. Correct? And before this committee has issued IAS 1 to IAS 41. Out of this international accounting standard, there were many international accounting standards which have been withdrawn or deleted also. Means they have, in total they are not 41. In total they are not 41. But whenever I say IAS, you should think before 2001. Correct? After that, whatever accounting standard which was issued by this committee, new committee, was given a name IFRS. And till now there are IFRS 1 to IFRS 17, or make it 16 only, because 17 is in draft stage. So make it 16 only. 17 is not a part of our syllabus till now. Correct? And this committee has not changed the name of previous accounting standard. Means the standard which were already issued by International Accounting Standard Committee, the name was not changed. Means they were still known as what? IAS only. And the new accounting standard was known as what? IFRS. Means can I say both are same? As per application, both are same. Any accounting, any international accounting standard which were issued before 2001 were known as IAS. After 2001, after formulation of this committee was known as IFRS. Correct? Understood? So can you say this Index is the converged form? What is the meaning of converged? Means we India, because many countries throughout the world has actually adopted IFRS, totally adopted without any changes. But India is exception. Indian government says no, will not adopt it, because we never adopt. We do only copy paste. Will not adopt it. Will convert it as per our requirement. Means whatever changes is required as per Indian economic condition, that changes will make. Of course, because India is not a developed country. India is still under what? Developing stage. It is superpower. It is going to become superpower, but still, as per economic condition, India is still not developed countries. Will not come under developed countries. So whatever is the requirement of Indian economic condition, to that extent will change IFRS, will change IAS, and that will be a converse form of that standard, and the name will be given India. Understood? So this is converse form of this. Now the name is given India through companies Indian Accounting Standard Rules 2015. A new rule was drafted, Companies Indian Accounting Standard Rules 2015, and in that all the Indias were notified by MCA. MCA means Ministry of Company Affairs. Correct now. With consultation, with all the consultancy were also received from Our ICI also, they have also given many comments on that, and then they have made Ind AS. Correct now. Now this Ind AS has been given number. Ind AS 1 to Ind AS 41. Ind AS 1 to Ind AS 41. And Ind AS 101 to Ind AS 101. Have you understood? Oh, sorry. Ind AS 116. 101 to Ind AS 116. Have you understood? This means this Ind AS 1 to Ind AS 41 is this. Oh. And Ind AS 101 to Ind AS 116 is this. Oh. Understood? Means when I say Ind AS 116, don't worry. There is no 100 in the accounting standard. Means IFRS was given number as 101, 102, 103, 104. Means when I say Ind AS 101, it means it is IFRS 1. When I say IAS 1, then when I say Ind AS 1, then IAS 1. Understood? Have you understood this point? Have you understood this point? Correct? So it means now in CA final, whatever you have done in CA inter is totally going to change as per accounting standard is concerned, because that was not Indian accounting standard. However, that is related to Indian context only. Now one doubt will come. So whatever we have done in CA inter, whether that is actually to be used now or that become redundant. What do you think? Means that AS, whatever you have done in CA inter, that is still existing or that has been deleted? It is still existing. Means in your office you are using Ind AS or AS? AS. So it means for which company Ind AS is applicable? For which company Ind AS is applicable? Listed companies. Listed. Acha. He is saying that for all the listed companies, what is applicable? An unlisted company? Criteria is there. Means you know something. Chalo, very good. Means now there are two type of companies. There are two type of companies. Now one question started in your mind. Whatever question is coming in your mind, I will only ask. Don't worry. I'll act like a student. One question is coming in your mind, whether accounting standard is applicable for non-companies, partnership firm, whether it is mandatory for partnership firm, yes or no, whether AS, whether accounting standard is required to be followed for financial statement of partnership firm, whether you are following or not following. In your office, you are not following. So my question is that whether AS is applicable for non-corporate entities. Yes or no? Pakka. For partnership you follow. Correct. Which AS? Which AS? Now let me come to that point. 1 minute. Don't think much. You said it is applicable. The question arises, which AS? Because for companies, whatever AS is applicable, that is given in Companies Act. And for partnership firm, Companies Act is not applicable. I am coming to your point. Let me first give you this point. There are two type of companies. How many type of companies? As per accounting is concerned, as per accounting, any companies to which Ind AS is applicable. Any company to which Ind AS is applicable. Means first you need to find out whether to this company Ind AS is applicable. If yes, then follow what? Then follow what? Ind AS. अरे बोलना रे. Correct. Now we need to understand to which companies Ind AS is applicable. That is a part of syllabus I will teach. Correct. So can I say to them, to these companies, all the Ind AS which has been notified where? In companies Indian accounting standard rules, which year? 2015. So all the Ind AS which has been notified in these rules will be applicable. And that already I have said Ind AS 1 to Ind AS 41 and then Ind AS 101 to Ind AS 116. Till now these are notified. Correct? You can write down that once again. Ind AS 1 to Ind AS 41 and Ind AS 101 to Ind AS 116. Correct? Means there are some companies to which Ind AS is not applicable. Correct? Which is that company we will understand. Don't worry about it. So the second type of companies to which Ind AS is not applicable. To them which accounting standard will be applicable. Of course their accounting need to be done. Financial statement need to be prepared, but as per accounting standard, whatever you have done where? In CA Inter. And that is notified where? That has been notified in companies accounting standard rules. You know the year? 2006. Accounting standard rules 2006. And this accounting standard rules is not applicable to non-corporate. Huh? Is not applicable to non-corporate. Are you able to understand what I am saying? Yes, sir. So it means it is AS1 to AS7 and AS9 to AS29. 8 was when it was this rules were framed, that time AS8 was already withdrawn. So that was not notified. But out of this one AS is more deleted. You know which AS? AS6 is now deleted now. Now deleted. Due to the introduction of AS10 revised. This is revision of AS10 revised. This you know. Means whatever you have done in CA Inter, it was actually this accounting standard. And this accounting standard which has been notified in companies accounting standard rules 2006 is not applicable to non-corporate. Huh? Because this is companies accounting standard companies rules, which is not applicable for partnership firm. Why partnership firm will follow Companies Act? They will not follow. Now the question arises. Now I think what is the question? Whether accounting standard is applicable for non-corporate. Now say yes or no. Yes or no? Yes. I am happy that still you are saying yes. And this is the confidence. This is the confidence. Don't change your answer till you are you have full confidence about that. AS is applicable to non-corporate also, but not this accounting standard. Which accounting standard? Means for non-corporate, this is not a part of syllabus. Huh? This I am just informing you because a CA final student should know this. Correct? So for non-companies, which accounting standard will be applicable? Well, AS issued by whom? ICAI. ICAI. AS issued by ICI. Correct? And this AS issued by ICI is nothing but AS1 to AS32. AS1 to AS32. Out of these, AS6 and AS8 is deleted. AS6 and AS8 is deleted. And AS30, 31 and 32 is not applicable to non-companies. Today I am just giving the background of accounting standard. Huh? Because if you don't know these, you are not CA. You are not chartered accountant. And after this, you can see if I say AS1, AS32, if AS6 and AS8 is deleted, AS31, 32, 30, 31, 32 is not applicable. So can you see this become exactly the same like this? Exactly the same. You can see AS1 to AS7 and AS9 to AS29 and AS6 is deleted. And I have not mentioned AS30, AS31 and AS32 for these companies means exactly the same. However, this accounting standard was nothing but this accounting standard were issued by ICI only initially, but then notified by MCA in Companies Accounting Standard Rules 2006 means now you can't say for companies AS issued by ICI is applicable. You can't say. You need to say AS which has been notified in Companies Accounting Standard Rules 2006, and for non-companies which AS will be applicable, AS issued by ICI, even though they are exactly same. Understood? Have you understood? Correct? Now one question is coming in your mind. Why this AS is applicable for partnership firm? Because Partnership Act is silent about compliance of accounting standard. Why partnership firm will follow accounting standard issued by ICI? Who is ICI? Are you getting? ICI is our mother body, but not for the entity, na? Are bolna re? Are you able to know why partnership firm will follow this? Actually, it is not directly applicable. It is indirectly applicable due to one of the circular issued by ICI to the members, to their members. Means what ICI says. What ICI says, any member of ICI, member means chartered accountant. You are also chartered accountant. I am also chartered accountant. You will become chartered accountant. You are chartered accountant, na? Correct? You are potential chartered accountant. I am a chartered accountant. I am equity shares. You are potential equity shares. You know potential equity shares? Potential equity shares. AS20 earning per share. You know potential equity shares, which have potential to become equity share. So you are potential CA. I am CA. So you have potential to become CA. अरे बोलना रे. You will पक्का become CA. अरे बोलना रे. Are you getting? So you are also member of. You are also member of ICI. I am also member of ICI. So any member of ICI who perform attested function, who sign any financial statement, understood? If he is signing any financial statement, that financial statement must be in compliance with accounting standard issued by ICI. Means if after becoming chartered accountant, you sign any balance sheet, yeah, any financial statement of partnership firm, that partnership firm financial statement must comply with the accounting standard issued by ICI, and if it is not complying with the requirement of AS issued by ICI, then you will be found guilty of professional misconduct. Means as a chartered accountant, now if you are signing any financial statement, what you will do? You will follow all the AS issued by ICI. And when you are not signing it, it means it is not as per ICI, not it is not as per AS issued by ICI. Understood? Correct. So whenever members of ICI perform attested function for preparing financial statement, such financial statement should be in compliance with what? Should be in compliance with such accounting standard. Have you understood this point? Means there are three set of accounting standard in India. One is AS issued by, which need to be followed by non-corporate entities. If their financial statement is attested by chartered accountant, then AS notified by MCA in Companies Accounting Standard Rules 2006, and then Ind AS notified where? In Companies Indian Accounting Standard Rules 2015. Understood? Got it? Correct. It means, can I say, we are here right now. We are not considering non-companies. That is over in CA Inter. Now in CA final there is no partnership chapter. Correct? Whatever we'll be dealing only with companies. Correct? Now it means you need to identify to which companies Ind AS will be applicable, to which companies AS will be applicable, then answer it. But as per syllabus, AS is not in our syllabus. Only Ind AS is in our syllabus. Means from examination point of view, whatever companies is given, that companies you need to follow what? Ind AS. From examination point of view, not from practical point of view. Huh? But can I say you should know for which company Ind AS will be applicable, for which company Ind AS will not be applicable from your office point of view. And for that we should know what is the criteria for that. Correct. Now, how many of you prepared financial statement as per Ind AS? Few are there, na? You have raised your hand, na? So if you have prepared or if you have done audit for that company, you have prepared financial statement as per which format? Financial statement means balance sheet format, SOPL format. So where that format is mentioned, Schedule 3 of Companies Act. In CA Inter, what you have followed? See, Schedule 3 of, correct. But whatever you have followed, that was Division 1 of Schedule 3 of Companies Act 2013. Understood? It means for the companies to whom Ind AS is not applicable, for them financial statement format is given in which division? Division 1. Means this company's financial statement will be as per the format given in Division 1 of Schedule 3, which is not in our syllabus. Which is not in our syllabus. You remember that format? We start with what? Equity and liabilities, then shareholders fund, then I'll छोड़ ना, leave it. You know ना? Division 1. Now there are three divisions in Schedule 3 of Companies Act. Division 1 already done, that is not in our syllabus. Thank you very much. Division 2 of Schedule 3 will be applicable to this company. Division 2 of which schedule? Schedule 3 only, huh? Of Companies Act. And this will be part of our syllabus. And in Division 2, the format is reverse. First we write asset and then we write equity and liability. Oh, acha, ye baat. In division 1, it was first equity and liability, then asset. Now reverse. First asset and then equity and liability. And the entire format is changed. That format we'll discuss when you know about some Ind AS, not now. Correct? It means one thing I have given in your mind now, whatever format we'll use, that is division 2 of schedule 3 of Companies Act, not division 1. Understood? Yes, sir. There are how many divisions? 3. So what is division 3? Division 3 is applicable for 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 non हद नालायक. Schedule 3 is for what? मतलब I don't have anything. नालायक, महानालायक. I am saying schedule 3, तो of course companies act non-corporate. मजा आ रहा है. चलो ठीक है. Division 3 is applicable for NBFC, non-banking financial company, to whom Ind AS applies. Means there are some NBFC to which Ind AS applies. There are some NBFC to which. So if for NBFC Ind AS is not applicable, then division 1. But for NBFC to which Ind AS applies, then division 3. And NBFC is not in our syllabus, means division 3 is also not in our syllabus. Thank you very much. Means in our syllabus only division 2. So division 1 is not in our syllabus, division 3 maja aa raha hai. Because NBFC, that chapter is not in our syllabus. Understood? Now one doubt will come, because it's coming in my mind. So what about banking company? What about insurance company? For banking companies, Schedule 3 is not applicable. For insurance companies, Schedule 3 is not applicable. For them, specified. Have you done banking companies? Have you done banking companies? Format you remember? Format you remember? मजा आ रहा है? Anyone who can give me the format of banking companies? Anyone? मजा आ रहा है? We start with what? Means what is the status? We pass CA foundation, forgotten everything. We pass CA enter, forgotten everything. Now we are in CA final, but CA final syllabus actually is a combination of CA foundation, CA enter, and CA final. However, they will not ask directly, but indirectly they can ask, na? So, leave it. Banking companies, we are not bank right now. Now, banking companies separate format, insurance companies separate format. For them, Schedule 3 is not applicable. For NBFC, because they were not a specific act, therefore Schedule 3 has given a specific format for those NBFC to which Ind AS applies. Correct? I hope this much you have understood. This much. If you have understood this much, it means now you can relate with Ind AS. Now, whenever I say Ind AS, in your mind what should come? Companies, Indian Accounting Standard Rules 2015, and which division? Division 2 of Schedule 3 of Companies Act of Companies Act 2015. Now, AS introduction, Ind AS introduction. This is chapter number 2. Chapter number 2. Oh, 1 minute. Acha, you want break? We'll take 10-minute break. 10-minute break, then we'll meet you once again. Can we start once again, everyone? Now, so before break, we have discussed about India's introduction part. Now, I hope you have understood what actually India's is. Already we have discussed India's are IFRS. You can see India's Indian accounting standard are the international financial reporting standard. Whenever we say IFRS, IFRS include IAS. So whenever I say IFRS, it means IFRS include IAS. So we will not say separately IFRS and IAS. Understood what I am saying? So therefore, in the definition you can see it is given India's are converged form of IFRS. Even though IAS International Accounting Standard is missing, so IFRS include what? International Accounting Standard. That you have understood? Correct? Yes, sir. So are the International Financial Reporting Standard converse standard issued by central government who has a power to form accounting standard or Indian accounting standard? Central government has a power. Central government has a power. Correct? So issued by central government, not ICI. Not ICI. Issued by central government of India through what? MCA, through MCA, because all the affairs of the company will look after by MCA only. MCA is the body of central government only, correct? Through MCA under the supervision and control of ASB. ASB means Accounting Standard Board of ICI, means under the supervision of ICI. So they have given respect to ICI also. Correct now. They are giving importance to ICI, means all the suggestion will be provided by members of ICI only. Means we are a part of, if we are a part in formulating what? Indian accounting standard as well as accounting standard. Correct. Supervision and control of ASB of ICI in consultation with National Advisory Committee on Accounting Standard. Previously it was known as NACAS, National Advisory Committee on Accounting Standard. Now it is known as NAFRA, National Financial Reporting Authority. Correct? What is NFRA? That you will understand in audit. They will discuss more about this. I am not going into that. Correct? You can see India's are named and numbered. Already I said named and numbered in the same way as the corresponding international financial reporting standard for ease of reference. So intensely they have not changed the name as well as number of international financial reporting standard. Only what they have done, if there is international accounting standard, it has been given the number Ind AS 1 to Ind AS 41. If it is IFRS, they have given the number Ind AS 101 to Ind AS 116, but they have not changed the name also. For example, IAS 16 was property, plant and equipment, so Ind AS 16 will be property, plant and equipment only. They will not change they have not changed the name also. Correct? What is carve out and carve in India? Already I said it is a converged form. Converse means we have not adopted, we have converted it as per the requirement of economic condition. So of course there will be some differences between Indian accounting standard as well as IFRS. There will be some difference. Don't worry, there is only 5% difference. 5% difference means if you know that 5% difference, you know IFRS also. Means you can write any exam related to IFRS. You can write any exam related to IFRS once you complete FR classes. Once you complete FR classes, means I will be teaching you IFRS also, even though it is not a part of our syllabus. Means I am giving you some free seva also. Are bolna re? Yes, correct. So it means after one guarantee I am giving, one guarantee from my side. I will not give any commitment of marks. Means I will not say that you can score 90 marks, you can score rank after learning from me. The marks is totally your effort, not my effort. Marks is totally your effort, but one guarantee I can give. One guarantee ki after completing my classes, if you are concentrating in class and if you have right attitude means 3 points I have said, if you are following that, you can challenge any chartered accountant in India. I have not said any CA student in India. I said any chartered accountant in India to the extent Ind AS is concerned. You can challenge them, you can have a discussion with them, and believe me, in most of the time you will be right. Most of the time in that discussion you will be right. That guarantee I am giving. If you are concentrating in my class, means I'll make you expert in Ind AS. That is my commitment. That is my commitment. Marks I can't give any guarantee because marks depends on your effort, your practice, your revision. Correct? Yes, sir. So what I say, there will some differences. Only 5% differences. Basically, there are three types of difference. There are three types of difference between Ind AS and IFRS. When I say IFRS, IFRS include International Accounting Standard. The first difference is terminology related difference. Terminology. Can I say in India, we need to use that terms that is used by Companies Act. And can I say if you are changing that terms, then it requires changes in Companies Act also. Means Companies Act require amendment. And India, amendment will take 15 years. Are we able to understand? Correct. Because of that reason, there are some terminology which has been used in IFRS has not taken into India because of Companies Act. For example, internationally, as per IFRS, we call statement of comprehensive income and statement of financial position. Statement of comprehensive income, मजा आया? Comprehensive income, for the first time I think you are hearing this word. Anyone who knows about comprehensive income? Those who have done Ind AS audit, they might have used that word, I think. But statement of comprehensive income and statement of financial position. But in India, due to Companies Act, we cannot use this term because our Companies Act says that shareholders should present balance sheet and statement of PL. Means statement of comprehensive income in India is known as statement of PL and statement of financial position is known as balance sheet India. So can we change this term? No, because of Companies Act, correct? So IFRS has used statement of comprehensive income and statement of financial position, but in Indian context, it will be statement of profit and loss and balance sheet. However, this is totally bakwas name. I will prove that. Correct now. This is only correct term. But if you want to use that term first, where amendment is required, Companies Act amendment is required, and we are waiting for that. Once amendment done, we'll start using statement of comprehensive income and statement of financial position. Correct? But right now, you will not use this. You will use what? Statement of profit and loss and balance sheet. Can you say this is only terminology change? It will not actually affect the financial statement. If the name is changed, characteristics will not change now. Correct? For example, he is a student. What is your name? Kusal. Correct? Tusal or Kusal? T na. Tusal. So I can say any name. Suppose I say, what name I should give? Any name? Tutu. Achha. My giving name is so easy na. Suppose Tutu. So even though I am calling him, don't call, huh? Even though I am calling Tutu, so whether his character will change, his character will remain same only. So can you say terminology change will not make actually any difference? But these are one difference we can say that there are some terms which have been made to make it consistent with the terminology used in law. Which law? Companies Act. Then second is removal of options. Removal of option in IFRS. IFRS is थोड़ा सा flexible. IFRS gives some options in accounting. To make it flexible, whatever option is suited, you use that. Means some options will be given, option number 1, option number 2, whatever you feel is good, that you can apply in preparation of financial statement. I'll just give one example so that you can understand. There is one IAS 40, investment property. investment property. Correct? IAS 40, investment property. IP means investment property. IP means investment property. Then whatever I am writing, good handwriting, you should write down. You should write down. You don't have book? Write down in notebook. Write down now. It will be useful. Because when you are writing, you will never forget. When you are not writing, you will forget it. So you should keep in your mind forever. So what I am saying, this you have written IFRS statement of comprehensive income. You write on SOCI because in some classes I'll give you the full name in writing also. Don't worry about statement of comprehensive income. SOCI, just write down. Don't write down full. SOCI, statement of comprehensive income. Statement of financial position. SOFP, statement of PL, balance sheet, I'll just give one example for the second difference, removal of option. Ind AS 40 is for which asset? Investment properties. Investment properties. For investment property, which accounting standard is applicable? AS. AS means what you have done in CA Inter. AS, very good. AS 13. AS 13. Very good. Excellent. Correct. Investment property. Now, what IAS 40 says, if this valuation will be done under two models. One is known as cost model, either a cost or fair value. No. Two model has been given. Either you value in cost or you can adopt what? Fair value. Option has been given. Option has been given. Correct. Now, whenever option is given now, it might have a one entity will use cost, other entity will use fair value. Comparison will not be possible. So in India, to make easy, they have removed that option. Understood? So there is no logic behind that. You can't ask me what is the logic, sir. Why in IFRS they have given option, in India why that option is not there? Only to make financial statement comparable. Understood? Now, as per Ind AS 40, understood why Ind AS? Because now I am saying as per Indian context, the name remains same, investment property. IAS 40, Ind AS 40. Ind AS 40, they have given only at cost. Only at cost. They have removed the option. But can you say this will not make financial statement different? Because only we have removed the option. Now we are not giving the option. So this is actually not a difference. In IFRS, there are options are there. In Ind AS, such options have been removed. Such options have been removed. Understood? Correct? This is second difference. Second difference. Third difference, which is actually more important from the point of view of difference, and this difference is due to different economic condition in India. Different economic condition in India. Correct? There are two type of such difference. One is known as carve in. One is known as carve out. And this is actually only 11 to 12 carving carve out. Means only I will say 5% discussion is required. If I do this discussion, IFRS also. Correct. So carving carve out. So there are some changes has been made in India as per the economic condition prevailing in India, which is not existing for developed countries. Correct. Because of that reason, some changes are required. This will do not right now. When we'll do the respective Indias. When we will do respective Indias, I will say this is as per Indias, as per IFRS. Now, you must be thinking, sir, whether it is a part of syllabus. So, actually, it is not a part of syllabus. Then, sir, why you are discussing? Why I am discussing? I don't want to trouble you. But in ICI study material, they have given carving carve out. In FR book, in FI study material, they have given carving carve out, even though it is not a part of syllabus. So, we don't know ICI. You know ICI. You all know ICI. They can ask anytime, any question, whatever is given in ICI study material. So to make sure that I am completing all the points, whatever is given in ICI study material, we'll give a reference of that. However, 99% they will never ask a question on carve in and carve out. Correct? However, there is one elective paper. Elective paper. In that elective paper, there is one paper known as Global Financial Reporting Standard. 90% students do not opt for GFRS. I don't know why. I don't know why. Correct? Have you selected elective paper? Do you know about elective paper? So which paper you are looking for? Huh? One law is the economic law. Everyone opt for that because maja aata hai. Correct now. I don't know why we select economic law, but I will not force you to select GFRS because this is your exam. You need to pass that. If you think that economic law is easier for you, you should select that only. I will never force for GFRS. But if you think that if you are strong in FR, you can also select GFRS. In GFRS, we have nothing but Ind AS and IFRS. Means once you have done FR, only 2 classes required to understand GFRS. Then only case study you can do by your own. So only if you do 2 classes for GFRS, entire syllabus of GFRS will be syllabus, because in that this carving carve out will be only required, because that is only the difference between Ind AS and IFRS. Correct? So what is carve out? Whenever there is some changes, whatever is given as per IFRS and that changes has been made for any accounting treatment, that changes is known as carve out. Correct? For example, some accounting treatment is given in IFRS, but we follow different accounting treatment as per Indian context. So that is known as carve out. And carving means what? There is no guidance given in IFRS. IFRS is silent, but we are providing in India some guidance has been given, that is known as carve in. Understood? There is only one carve in and balance are carve out. Only one carve in and balance are carve out. Correct? What are that carve out? What are that carve in? We'll discuss in respective Indias, because whatever I will discuss right now, you will not able to understand. But what I want to inform you that only there are 5% difference between Ind AS and IFRS. Correct? So what is the meaning of carve out? The difference which are in deviation to the accounting principle and practices stated in IFRS are commonly known as carve out. The difference in the deviation in accounting treatment. Correct? Further, if there is no guidance under IFRS for any particular transaction or event, then the guidance provided under Ind AS is known as carve in. So any guidance has been given which was not given under IFRS, that will be known as what? Carve in. Understood? Yes, sir. Only you should have knowledge about this. Now coming to the next point, if Ind AS will be applicable for which companies? Means can I say once you know for these companies Ind AS are applicable, means for balance companies Ind AS are not applicable. So for balance company you will follow what? AS notified where? In companies accounting standard rules 2006. You need to say entire word. AS notified under companies accounting standard rules 2006. Correct? Means let us now understand to which companies Ind AS will be applicable. So it has been divided in two parts. It has been divided in two parts. For companies other than NBFC, banking company and insurance company. Means for banking company, insurance company and NBFC there is special guidance given. Means right now whatever we are discussing about the companies which are not banking company, which are not NBFC, which are not insurance company. Correct? Yes, sir. So first guidance has been given for company other than bank, NBFC and insurance company. The application part, applicability part has been divided into three phases. Phase 1, phase 2, phase 3. Means it was not applicable immediately. They have given some time because Ind AS require some time for adoption. It is not easy to adopt immediately. It is not easy to adopt immediately because lot of changes are there. Correct? So first phase 1 was a voluntary phase. And the phase 1 was from 1st April 2015 or thereafter. Means any company can adopt voluntary Ind AS from 1st April 2015. Understood? any company can adopt, any company, even though it is a very small company, can adopt Ind AS from 1st April 2015. But once it is adopted, they cannot reverse it. Means once they have adopted Ind AS, then they cannot once again go to what? AS. Understood? Have you understood this point? So this was voluntary phase. Phase 1 started from 1st April 2015. Normally this phase was given to the big company that first you just become what? Uh, you should be acquainted with what? India's requirement. So one voluntary phase was given. Then mandatory phase started from 1st April 2016. Now you must be thinking, so 1st April 2016 is past. So why we are reading? We are reading because you should know this. Correct? Understood? So 1st April 2016 mandatory phase was started, but it was not for all companies. It was applicable for some companies. Which are that companies? So any companies which are listed or unlisted, any companies which are listed or unlisted, having a net worth of 500 crore or more, means any company whether listed or unlisted, any company whether listed or unlisted having a net worth of 500 or more, 500 crore or more, Ind AS will be applicable from which date? 1st April 2016. 1st April 2016. Correct? When I say any company which are listed, it will also include those companies which are in the process of listing. Whether in Indian stock exchange or foreign stock exchange. Understood? So what they have said, companies listed or in the process of listing in stock exchange in India or outside India having a net worth of rupees 500 crore or more, unlisted company having a net worth of 500 crore or more. Means simply I can say any company having a net worth of 500 crore or more from 1st April 2016. Correct? Understood? Correct. Now once this company's Ind AS is applicable, so Ind AS will be also applicable to their parent company, to their subsidiary company, to their associate company, to their joint ventures, even though their net worth is not 500 or more than 500 crore. Understood? Means once a company is under this phase, so parent, subsidiary, associate and joint venture of above, to them also what will be applicable? Ind AS will be applicable. Do you know what is parent company? Yes, you know because you have done consolidation chapter in CA Inter. Parent company is nothing but holding company. You know about holding company? So you know parent company. But what is the meaning of parent company as per Ind AS? We'll understand in the respective chapter. I'm not going into the definition right now. Do you know subsidiary company? Yes. Parent, child is known as what? Subsidiary. Do you know associate? You know associate also. Where you done? In the law. Very good. In law, I think you have done a definition of associate. I will not ask the definition right now. Leave it. Do you know joint venture? Yes, very good. Okay, whatever you know, okay, but you know this term. So what I am saying, parent, subsidiaries, associate and joint venture of above companies, to them also what will be applicable? Ind AS will be applicable from which date? From 1st April 2016. Correct? Understood? Now what is the meaning of net worth? What is net worth? Net worth, this rule says net worth means the definition given under Companies Act. Net worth means as defined under Companies Act. What is the meaning of net worth? Let's see. Let's see. So what is the meaning of net worth? Check karte hain. Oh ho. This is the meaning of net worth. This is as per Companies Act 2013. Correct? Very simple definition. Paid up share capital. Paid up share capital. This share capital will include equity share capital. Will also include preference share capital. So it means when I am saying this, so this is equity share capital plus preference share capital. You know equity share capital, you know preference share capital. अरे बोल दे yes or no? Correct. Plus all the reserve created out of profit. Means any reserve, because normally reserves are created out of profit only. But there are two reserves which are not created out of profit. Can you name that? One is revaluation reserve, and one is amalgamation capital reserve. Capital reserve. In amalgamation, you have done difference will be transferred to goodwill or capital reserve. Remember, PC minus net asset taken over. The difference will be transferred to what? Goodwill or capital reserve. Capital reserve is also reserve and surplus. So what they are saying, but does not include reserve created out of revaluation of asset and amalgamation. Apart from this, all the reserves will be always created out of profit only, and that will be added. Understood? Correct? Okay? Yes, sir. It will also include securities premium. All securities premium will be included. Correct? Securities premium. Correct? No explanation required. You know premium? You all know premium? Yes, sir. Less any accumulated losses. Of course, if there is any debit balance of profit and loss account, so that become accumulated losses. So you should deduct any accumulated losses, means debit balance of PL account. Correct? And less deferred revenue expenditure and miscellaneous expenditure not written off. Can you give me any example of any expenditure which can be deferred? Huh? Any examples of any expenses which can be deferred? Bolo, bolo. You are saying advertisement expenditure. Any more? Any more? Somebody said preliminary. Huh? Preliminary expenses. You are saying it can be deferred. Huh? Whether we can defer such expenditure? No, we can defer or not? That I am asking. Whether these are examples of deferred revenue expenditure as per accounting standard, whatever you have done in CA Inter. Can you defer such expenditure? I am asking yes or no. I said answer even you don't know. How many are saying we can defer it? Raise your hand. How many are saying we can't defer it? I will ask some different question. If you are confident, do like this. If you are not confident, do like this. And if you don't know only, do like this. Correct? How many of you are boy? Arre Baba. Confident means like this. This is not confident. This is you don't know. So if you know, raise your hand and say. Correct? What I am saying, somebody has given me examples of deferred revenue expenditure. One thing, please, because most of you have not done accounts classes from me. Correct? What happened in accounting subject? This accounting you are doing from your class 11. Correct? Then 12. Then CA foundation. Then CA inter group 1. Then CA inter group 2. Then BCom first year. Then BCom second year. And if you have done BCom third year also, so there also you have done. And there were n number of faculty you have gone through. Bolo yes or no? Only in this subject. Means I don't know what is your knowledge right now. If you have done CA foundation, CA inter from me, then I know you. But actually I don't know what is your position. I should know about you now. Then only I can teach you as per your requirement. So when I am asking question, I am asking from understanding you. I don't want to demotivate. Correct? Believe me, if I am a student, I will also give wrong answer. You ask me something about tax, I don't know. But if you ask me, I will try to know that. I will try to know that. Understood what I am saying? So I am asking some question, please respond. What I am saying is somebody has given me examples of deferred revenue expenditure, advertisement expenditure, and preliminary expenses. My question is that can we defer it? Those who are saying no, why? Huh? That we can defer it. No, no. Advertisement expenditures, for example, we have done brand advertisement of 1000 crore and we do such expenditure every 5 years. Now, so that I am asking, you are saying defer it. Confused now. It can be 1000 crore Jio, Reliance Jio when it was launched. They have done more than 2000 crore expenditure on building the brand for Reliance Jio. And so can we defer such expenditure? How many are saying no, we can't defer it? Means if you are not raising hand, means you are saying yes, we can defer it. Can I assume that? Everyone is wrong. We cannot defer it. Even though expenditure is 1000 crore. Even though expenditure is 1 lakh crore. We cannot defer it. And that is given in AS 26. And you have done AS 26 CA Inter. Then also you pass CA Inter. Understood CA Inter, CA Final? CA Final you will not be able to pass. This is the difference. Difference understood? AS 26 says we cannot defer it. So we cannot defer it. In CA Inter syllabus also. I don't know where you have studied, it can be deferred. I don't know. Are you able to understand? So there is actually, as per accounting standard, there is no such term deferred revenue expenditure, but this term has been given in Companies Act, not in accounting standard. Huh? Are you able to understand? So what Companies Act says that if you have deferred such expenditure and that has not been charged to PL, that is actually one type of loss that you also deduct. Companies Act, then to calculate net worth, you should deduct. It does not mean that we can defer it. Accounting will be done as per AS or Ind AS. AS also says we cannot defer this to expenditure. Ind AS also says we cannot defer this to expenditure. Understood? Actually, I don't understand why we say after passing CA Inter we can defer it. Nothing to worry. In every batch I got this answer only. Correct? But now you will say we cannot defer it. Understood? But suppose if you are deferring as per Companies Act, that become a part of loss only, deduct it for calculating what? Net worth. Understood net worth definition? Can you repeat with me? Paid up capital plus or reserve created out of profit plus securities premium less accumulated losses less deferred expenditure not yet written off. Reserve and surplus will not include revaluation reserve and capital reserve created during amalgamation. Understood? Correct. Now you have understood the meaning of net worth. So now I hope when I am saying net worth, so net worth should be at which point of time? We should calculate net worth of which year? Understood what I am saying? So what this rule says, the net worth shall be checked for the previous 3 financial year. Oh. Means it is 1/4/2016. The previous financial year will be 13/14, 14/15 and 15/16. And if in any financial year, any one financial year, out of these three, net worth is more than net worth is more than what? The given limit, Ind AS will be applicable. Ind AS will be applicable. Correct? Understood this point? 3 financial you have understood in any one financial year. So this is any one, not all. Any one. Correct? Then phase 3 started from 1st April 2017. Phase 1 1st April 2017. phase 2, phase 3. Now 70 May, what they have said, all listed company will come under this purview. All listed company of any net worth, what will be applicable? Ind AS will be applicable. Understood? So you can see all companies which are listed are in the process of listing inside or outside India on a stock exchange, not covered in phase 1 will now be covered in, not covered in phase 2 will now be covered in phase 3. Understood? Means can I say once 1/4/2017 came, all listed company Ind AS will be applicable. All listed company will be applicable. Other than companies listed on SME exchange. Oh my god. SME exchange, SME means what? Small and medium enterprise exchange. Actually, if you see BSC and NSC, these are not SME exchange. These are not SME. Means any companies which are listed here, Ind AS will be applicable. But there are many small companies which also require listing. But they cannot pay the listing fee. What is the requirement of BSC and NSC? For example, I want to start a company and I want to become listed company. Why I want to become listed company? Because I want a big name. Suppose if I say if my company is listed company, what do you think about my company? Big company, even though turnover is zero. Are bolna re, even the loss making company. If I say I am listed, you will not ask me where. Will you ask me? Are bolna re. I am listed company. Arey wow. First impression. So there are many companies which want a listing, but they cannot pay the listing fee whatever is required for BSC and NC. Therefore, BSC has some SME exchange also named as BSC SME and NSC, you know, emerge. In this, these are the exchange for those companies who want listing but they cannot pay the listing fee of BSC and NSC. They can list their company in these companies. Sorry, in this exchange. So any companies which are listed here, for that Ind AS is not applicable because these are small companies. Leave them. Understood? Have you understood? Have you understood this point? Yes, sir. But they can voluntarily adopt. They can voluntarily adopt Ind AS. That is their choice. If they adopt, it will be what? Irrevocable. It cannot be reversed. It cannot be reversed. I hope you have understood. An unlisted company, all unlisted company will not come under the purview of Ind AS. So what they have said, unlisted company having a net worth of 250 crore or more. Understood? 250 crore or more will come under Ind AS. In which phase? Phase 3. Got it? And parent, subsidiary, associate and joint venture of above company will be also, for them also Ind AS will be applicable. Understood? For them also what is required? Net worth. Net worth of how many years? 4 previous financial year. For them 4 previous financial year. You can see one more has been added. It is 13, 14, 14, 15, 15, 16 and 16, 17. And in any one financial year, net worth is more than the specified limit, Ind AS will be applicable. This is for those companies which are not banking company, which are not NBFC, which are not insurance company. Got it? Believe me, whatever I am saying till now, no question have been asked from this topic. Today is only introduction class. Because once I start Ind AS, you should know Ind AS is applicable for which company. Then only interest will come. Then only interest will come. Otherwise, interest will not come. Got it? Yes, sir. Now, coming to bank, coming to insurance company, coming to NBFC. For banking company, actually the date which was decided was 1/4/2018. But then Banking Regulation Act says we are not actually ready for implementing Ind AS. So they defer it for one more year and then it become 1/4/2019. Means initially the date was what? Then it was deferred to, but till now, Ind AS is not applicable for banking company. Banking Regulation Act says we require more time for adopting what? Because they need to prepare the format now. And you know, in India, Act is Act. It requires time for amendment because government is busy in corruption. अरे बोल ना रे, you know this 2013 Act, Companies Act 2013. Previously the Act was which year? You know, 1956. Means they have taken more than 50 years to amend that redundant Act, obsolete Act. 1956. We were underdeveloped. We were a closed economy. That time that Act was introduced, and we used that Act till 2013. This is because of our government. This 2013 Act was initially drafted in the year 1987, and it has taken so many years because of our government. Initially, the first draft came in the year 1987, taken so many years to implement. Congress, BJP, Congress, BJP, Congress, BJP. We fight in this only. From my point of view, you have given 5 years. Now let them do. Let them do what they want to do. If you don't, if you're not satisfied, change in that coming year. But in 5 years, let them do what they want to do. But, I don't want to go into politics. You can see later on RBI defer the India's implementation till further notice through a notification dated this date, 20 whatever date is there. Means can I say till now India is not applicable to banking companies. Means for banking companies, old format we are using as per whatever you are doing in CA Inter. In CA Inter. Correct? Coming to insurance company, same thing IRDA. IRDA say we are also not ready. Deferred. Means till now India is also not applicable to insurance company. It is waiting. We are waiting for this. So you can see Insurance Regulatory and Development Authority has therefore the date of implementation of India for the insurance sector from financial year 2020-21 till further notice. Notice has not been given. But for NBFC, because there was no act, no specific act. So rules only has given what? Companies Accounting Standard Rules has given some roadmap. Understood? It has been given in how many phase? 2 phase. First phase started from 1st April 2018. 1st April 2018. And second phase 1st April 2019. Same thing whatever we have done for other companies. You can see NBFC, whether listed or unlisted, having a net worth of 500 crore or more, Ind AS will be applicable from 1st April 2018. Any parent, subsidiaries, joint venture, associate of the above NBFC, Ind AS will be applicable. Net worth criteria will be checked in the previous 3 financial year. So because this is 18, previous 3 financial year will be 15-16, 16-17 and 17-18. Same thing, only the date has been changed. Second phase, NBFC which are listed or in the process of listing, all listed NBFC or all NBFC which are in the process of listing from second phase Ind AS will be applicable from 1st April 2019. Correct? Then NBFC that are not listed, unlisted, having a net worth of 250 crore or more, what will be applicable? Ind AS will be applicable. Then parent, subsidiary, joint venture, associate of the above NBFC, also Ind AS will be applicable. Net worth will be checked for the previous 4 financial year, that is 15-16, 16-17, 17-18 and 18-19. Any one financial year, net worth is more than the given criteria, Ind AS will be applicable. Now I hope you have understood whatever we have discussed. Means we can say in this way, NBFC you have understood, banking company you have understood, insurance company you have understood, and other companies you have understood. Correct? Correct? Yes sir, what? No, only small points left, then I will discuss and I will leave today. Only small. Hey, legally we are left with how many times? I will leave at 9:45. Not before that. After that, quite possible. Now, you know about consolidated financial statement. Which company prepare consolidated financial statement? Holding company. So what subsidiary company will prepare? Standalone financial statement. What is standalone financial statement? Huh? Which is standing alone. That is. Which is standing alone. Actually, this standalone financial statement is also used, but the correct terminology is what? Everyone just try to understand what Ind AS says, because AS is basically silent regarding this. See, any company which is a parent company. Now, what is parent company? That we'll discuss as per Ind AS. Any company which is parent company will prepare two statements. One is separate financial statement and second is consolidated financial statement. Here S means separate, not standalone. S means separate, not standalone. And any company which is other than what? Other than parent company, they will prepare their individual financial statement. Individual financial statement. Correct? Means parent company will prepare two financial statements and any company which is not a parent company will prepare one financial statement. Now question arises, this Ind AS is applicable to consolidated financial statement or individual financial statement? To both only. A clarification has been given. This is Bakwas clarification. Ind AS is applicable for both consolidated and individual financial statement. Why I have done discussion? Because the term uses individual financial statement. Individual financial statement. Understood? Correct? Yes, sir. Ha. Individual financial statement sometimes is also known as standalone financial statement also. But this separate financial statement, we cannot call it standalone financial statement. Got it? Got it? Chalega. Net worth you have understood? Now one question arises, net worth whatever we are calculating, that will be as per which financial statement? Financial statement prepared as per AS or financial statement prepared as per Ind AS? Huh? AS only, because this is deciding factor now. Till now we have not applied Ind AS. So this net worth will be as per the financial statement which is prepared as per existing accounting standard. Correct? Yes, sir. That clarification has been given. Net worth should be calculated based on standalone, not consolidated. Standalone financial statement prepared as per existing accounting standard. Correct? Then already I have discussed this. Companies whose securities are listed or in the process of listing in SME stock exchange are not required to comply with the Ind AS, but voluntary they may adopt Ind AS. Voluntary they may adopt Ind AS. Once a company voluntarily follow Ind AS, it is irrevocable. Once followed for every year. You can't reverse it. Correct? One thing also you have understood, company which are not under this roadmap, means whatever we have discussed, for them existing accounting standard will be applicable. This also you know. Correct. Now, Ind AS you have understood. Now one doubt will come, Companies Act, Ind AS or any other act. Companies Act and Ind AS, suppose there are some differences. Understood? Companies Act and Ind AS, there are some differences. Will follow Companies Act or Ind AS? Huh? Companies Act. Huh? Bolo. Means Act will always prevail over Ind AS or AS. That is, Act we cannot override the requirement of law. But one thing, Schedule 3, you know, Schedule 3 is a part of Companies Act. Now, if there is some differences in Schedule 3 and Ind AS, which will follow? Huh? Schedule? No, 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 no. In Schedule 3 it is mentioned that it can be modified as per the requirement of AS or Ind AS. Means AS or Ind AS will prevail. Means we can modify the format as per the requirement of AS or Ind AS. Means whatever format has been given in Schedule 3, that is not a fixed format. It can be modified. It can be modified. Understood? And understood this point? That is only for your knowledge, not important from examination point of view. Law will prevail over AS and Ind AS. However, AS or Ind AS will prevail over the requirement of Schedule 3 of Companies Act 2013. Only Schedule 3, not Schedule 2. What is Schedule 2? Depreciation. Are you getting what I am saying? Only Schedule 3, not other schedule. Got it? Yes, sir. This much I hope you have understood. There are some small points that we discuss. However, it is important to understand this all other point. If I am preparing examination question, I will give this type of question. But they are not giving me chance to prepare examination question. So I don't know whether this type of question will be asked or not. Correct? Everyone. Just try to understand. Point number 1. Suppose there is one parent company and it has a foreign subsidiary. Suppose US, India, and let us assume it is listed also. Listed. So can I say Ind AS is applicable? But because US, so they are following US GAAP. This US is the only company which is still now not adopted IFRS. Powerful country. They think we are exception. They are the Mahanalayak country. US GAAP. They have their own GAAP. US GAAP. Do you know about US GAAP? Huh? Okay, this is not in our syllabus. So US GAAP. So of course this foreign subsidiary is preparing financial statement as per US GAAP, and they are not bound to follow Ind AS because it is not incorporated under Companies Act. But can you see this company will prepare separate financial statement okay based on Ind AS, and they will also follow consolidated financial statement based on Ind AS only now, and they need to consolidate this. Bolo yes or no? How to consolidate? How to consolidate? Whether this foreign subsidiary is required to prepare financial statement based on Ind AS also? No. But they need to prepare CFS based on. Therefore, they need to provide information based on what? Information based on Ind AS for the purpose of what? For the purpose of consolidation, not for the purpose of reporting. For the purpose of reporting, they are following what US GAAP. But this foreign subsidiary need to provide information to Indian parent company, all the Ind AS information, based on Ind AS. Then only consolidation is possible. Have you understood this point? First case you understood? This type of questions should be asked because this is practical related situation. Practical related. And as a chartered accountant, you should know about this. Done? Second, these are all clarification given. Okay? Second, written this. Second case. Suppose there is one company X Limited, correct? And it is a listed company. And Ind AS is applicable from 1/4/2016. Correct? Understood? It is readable, na? From back, not readable. Huh? Really not readable? Now? Listed now? Okay. Listed company, and from 1/4/2016, what is applicable? Ind AS 16, sorry, Ind AS is applicable. And this X Limited has a subsidiary company, has one subsidiary company which is a banking company. Understood? Or it can be insurance company. Means this banking company, you can give one name Y Limited. Y Limited is a banking company. So Y Limited is a banking company. Now any subsidiary of X Limited in days is applicable from 1/4/2016 only. But for banking company till now Ind AS is not applicable. One doubt will come now whether these banking companies are required to follow Ind AS from 1/4/2016. What do you think? Yes or no? Understood? Yes or no? If you are saying yes, means you have not understood before. For banking company till now, Ind AS is not applicable. Means this become an exception case. Means every company will follow as per their time allocation. Nah. For banking company, Ind AS is not applicable. Banking Regulation Act is not ready. Understood? So they will not adopt Ind AS from 1/4/2016, even though it is a subsidiary of X Limited. Understood? It means, can I say, they will prepare SFS based on Ind AS, and this banking company will prepare IFS. IFS, understood? Understood why I mentioned IFS? Individual financial statement. Based on what? Based on AS I can add on, or based on Banking Regulation Act, or based on Banking Regulation Act. This point have you understood? Now, X Limited will prepare CFS based on what? Ind AS. Now, whether they can consolidate this company? No, because this statement is prepared based on AS. So they need to provide information based on what? So they will provide information based on Ind AS for which purpose? For consolidation purpose, not for reporting purpose. Understood? Reporting they are doing as per act, as per accounting standard, but they need to provide information based on Ind AS for preparation of consolidated financial statement. Means indirectly Ind AS is applicable. Indirectly, not directly. This point have you understood? Correct? Okay. Third case. Third case. Third case. Now, suppose there is an X Limited and it is a banking company. Now, it has a subsidiary Y Limited and it is a normal company. Understood? And this Y Limited is listed. So can I say Ind AS is applicable? Let us assume from 1/4/2016. Have you understood this point? Now question is that to this X Limited which is a parent of Y Limited, whether to X Limited Ind AS will be applicable? No, as per their time limit. It means, can I say for them AS will be applicable? Means they will prepare their separate financial statement based on AS, and they will prepare consolidated financial statement based on AS only, and they will prepare individual financial statement based on Ind AS. Correct. But to prepare consolidation, what this Y Limited will do? Y Limited need to provide information based on what? Yes. For which purpose? For consolidation purpose. For consolidation purpose. Understood? Good question. This type of practical issue will come when you will do audit. This type of questions may be asked by your clients also. So you should know this fact. Even though I know this is not at all important from examination point of view. Understood? Last case. But for that case, no clarification has been given. Apply your common sense. Understood what I am saying? Means if you are chartered accountant, what you will do? Because if there is no clarification, you need to give suggestion, na? Are bolna re. So let's see what you say. Let's see what I say. If our answer match, so we both are chartered accountant. If our answer don't match, then also we are chartered accountant. Because different suggestion can be given. Correct. One thing. In CA final, if you apply your common sense, 90% time your answer will be correct. Means when you are answering, think like chartered accountant, you will give me correct answer. 90% time you will give correct answer if you apply common sense as a chartered accountant. Correct? So the last case, which is actually no clarification has been given. Let's see what you say. Suppose there is one company P Limited has two subsidiary S1, S2. This S1 has two more subsidiary S3, S4, and for this S2 there are two more subsidiary S5, S6. It is quite possible. This is known as chain holding. Chain is there. Correct. Now this S1 is a listed company, suppose. Other companies are not listed. And other companies also, the net worth is not more than 250 crore. Means they does not fulfill the criteria for net worth. Correct. My question to you, whether S1 India is applicable? Yes or no? Yes. For P Limited? Yes, na? No doubt. For S3? No doubt. For S4? No doubt. Correct. Now doubt will come for what? S2, S5, S6. Just try to understand. What rule says? Yeah. What rule says? Let us read. I think you have not given importance to that line because I have also not given importance when I was reading. If you see the rules, what is given? Subsidiary, associate, joint venture, parent of above. Of above means of A and B. Understood? Understood what I am saying? Of above. Now, if you read the rules, so can you see this S2 is not subsidiary, associate, joint venture or associate of S1. It is a subsidiary of P Limited which was not in above category. Are you able to understand? If you see the rules, some different answer will come. But as per the practicality, some different answer will come. What is your choice? Means what you say? India should be applicable or India should not be applicable? As per rule, not applicable. But as per the intention of law, it should be applicable. And even though not applicable, can you say for CFS they need to provide India's information or not? So what you suggest to your client? Arey vaah, chhod na, apply kar. Understood na? For consolidation they need to prepare financial statement based on India's. Means in any case, this S2, S5 and S6 need to provide information to P Limited for the preparation of what? Consolidation based on Ind AS only. So what suggestion you will give to your client? Apply Ind AS either based on law or voluntary. This is suggestion. This type of question they will never ask. But I will not give answer. I will say as per rule, not applicable. As per the intention of law, sometimes we need to interpret the law as per the intention. So even though it is not giving direct indication, indirectly it may be applicable. So as per the intention of law, I will say yes, applicable. Yes, applicable. This type of question they will never ask because clarification is not there. Got it? This is given, same thing is given in the book. When you read, you will be able to understand. Correct? Exact 9:45. Today was the introduction class. I was not asking many questions. From tomorrow, we'll start, actually we'll enter into content. This was introduction. This is also part of syllabus, huh? Part of syllabus. But only introduction. Now, what I will do, initially I will start with those Ind AS which actually you have done in CA Inter. For example, I will start with AS4. AS4, you know? Are bolna re? And you are perfect in that? Are bolo. AS4. You all know AS4? Then you know AS29? Yes or no? Then you know AS10 also? Property, plant and equipment. So I will start with that in which you are comfort. Understood? And in class we'll understand whether you know or you don't know. Understood what I am saying? In class we'll decide whether you know or you don't know. Correct? But in when I start with that small accounting standard, I want your full attention because I know what you know, I know what you don't know. Correct? Understood? Thank you very much for today. We'll meet tomorrow. Till then, bye bye. Take care. Enjoy your remaining day. Enjoy with remaining day means enjoy with studies. Enjoy with studies. Thank you very much.